So if Volron is the Lord of the Water Realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
This area's the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Volron treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
We've come for you, Volron! Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life from your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shield, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad rambling. I'm here to take you down, Volron, and free those human slaves! Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas. Well, I look forward to disappointing you. Fool. Enter the chamber. Now! Here I come! What's wrong?
Seal!
I'm on! How about
Not on my watch!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm out of ammo! Back into the forest!
Take this!
Tear you apart!
Take this!
Try
harder! Now! No escape!
He just won't stay still. If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down. I can carve through armor.
I'll heal you all!
I'm not now! Did we get him?
He's open.
Let's go! Here goes! Here's evil! Ready to go! Holy Land! Lancer!
Eat this. How about some of this?
Not in your dreams! Burning! Where are you going?
Yours to be let free! No, I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Is that it?
No escape!
Lunar corruption!
Watch this.
Lightning orb! What's he planning?
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Looks bad!
Yeah.
We
and
gotta stop
funnel
him!
it to me.
Dragon Shell! Wind astral energy! Dance in the wind!
Take this.
Air thrust! Illuminate the lunar blast!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
Armor won't save you. Watch this.
Raging storm!
Will this help? Eat this.
Lightning descent! Thunderblade!
I really owe you one.
Try harder! Now!
Dragon
Destruction!
Lightning! Deathfall! Illuminate
Take this!
Come to me!
Holy Glimpse! Holy Land!
I'm not done!
Primed and ready!
Here.
This one's mine!
Take
Raging
this!
cascade! Lunar corruption!
Burn in hell! Here!
By the power of the
escape!
Earth World!
Take this!
Here's a
Destruction!
healing art! First
I owe
aid!
you one! Take this!
Mega ray! Lightning descent!
Take this.
Here I come!
Illuminate!
Inferno!
Holy glittering! Holy glacial spear! Here's evil!
Talon hurricane.
Astral art?
That's my shield!
Shut him down!
Lightning!
armor is all
From Light Astral! Illuminate the dark! Here!
Now this is enjoyable.
Take this!
Nothing gets by me!
Lightning!
Try harder! My turn! Take this! You're finished!
In here!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Lightning orb!
This.
Take this!
Illuminate the dark! Ready!
Try harder! Not kill! Take this!
Raging cascade!
That's far enough!
Seal!
Whirlwind finish! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got him.
It's all over. Vol Run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alvin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you?
How sweet your ignorance must be.
You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength.
Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination.
We never asked you to rule. No one did.
What do I care if you're wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alvin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants.
Come back!
Destruction! Try harder! Now! Take it! This one's all mine!
Inspiration!
Burn!
I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
Recover!
Crush!
Thunder
Destruction!
Raging Cascade!
Destruction!
Separation! Dance in the wind!
Destruction!
Don't pay for that! Swallow
This should do it! Unleash
Here's evil!
Crush!
Inspiration!
Do this all Here's a healing
I can do this all day!
Do without this pain!
Let the marksman handle
It's just a building! Can't move!
Dance in the wind!
Out of my
Only
mouth!
getting started!
I'm on it!
Come forth! Holy grail! Holy land!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Sorry!
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Exceptional!
Here's a healing! Where are you going?
Unleash
I can carve through
Still
armor!
got some time left in me!
Here, let me help.
The flame inside me yearns to
He's
be
too
let
fast to
free!
keep up with!
Then we'll take him together. Rinwell, follow my lead.
Okay!
I'll provide cover!
Into the shadows! Let me reach everything!
Whirlwind snap!
Destruction!
Searing flame!
Take this!
Another poison from me!
Unleash lightning!
Here's a healing!
I'll finish you here
Bring
and
down
now!
the energy!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Know your place!
I'm on
That's enough!
Kneel before your sovereign!
Shattering
you are!
pieces! Attack time!
Destruction!
Lunar
Your life! Ignite!
Arc Seal!
He's about to attack! Jim, we need to stop him!
Holy Land!
I am truth of all others shall be banished!
Primed and ready!
Take it!
Go swallow! This one's mine! Raging Cascade!
My turn!
Only getting one!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? Destruction!
Go! I'm only getting...
Leave the fire to me!
Thunder
Destruction!
I'm on this! Oh,
I got it rejected!
The
flame inside me! I shall be the ruler of all things! Not today!
I'm here! I'll be saving this
Destruction!
one! Here's the...
I'll smash you!
I really know you destruction!
Full time!
Strike!
Let us illuminate the rocket! Holy Land!
Destruction!
sovereign!
Here's the raging cascade! Recover! Arc seal!
That's your life! And here! Infernal punch!
Where are you going? Illuminate the top!
Talon Hurricane! All others shall be banished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! What do you think you can do?
This guy's still standing? Victory! The throne! Everything rightfully belongs to me! I have seen the powers, and rules over and crushes those who fall in his feet! You are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renaissance.
So, now we put Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Course! Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements. Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over? No.
It's only just begun.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden, whether I really am a descendant of Naori, those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We'd better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help. I was just about to ask you.
All right, then.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to...
Oh, right. So you have your rations, and it's enough food.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that.
Do your rations taste better?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them...
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up.
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we...
I was afraid that something like... The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own...
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might...
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
In trouble here.
What?
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well...
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah! Huh?
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.